What is up, runners? I want to go ahead and do a bit of a news roundup because we got a lot of things coming out in the last week and a half or so regarding Season 2 and the end of season. Today is our last major patch for the season with a couple big shakeups for the final 2 weeks of Season 1. With this, we have our event called Warden Hunt, where for the rest of the season, wardens are spawning with new POIs and they are guaranteed to drop a key. Every run is guaranteed to have at least one event going on. Runner and faction XP gains are boosted by 50%, and Cryo will be live Thursday the 21st through the end of the season. This patch also had an assortment of tweaks that should be permanent, such as key templates being compromised instead of fragile, keys being found in wall safes as a new addition, self-revives taking almost twice as long to use, increased XP for most enemies, fixes to the Ares, Circuit Breaker, and Scar gold mods, and a fix for the UESC Ghosts doing more damage than they were supposed to, I guess. The Ares mod will no longer one-shot blue shields, and the Circuit Breaker is no longer penetrating UESC barriers or bubble shields, unfortunately, and the Scar can now hit claymores, which apparently was an issue with the gold mod. Finally, until the end of the season, Rook is spawning with blue shields instead of green, 2 stacks of green meds, full stacks of blue meds, and permanently Signal Mask has been buffed so that it lasts longer when you start sprinting to give you a little bit of a grace window where you don't get immediately shot by bots if you tap sprint on accident. I do have some quick footage for you showing the crashed UESC ships with their secured resources events, the Wraith Warden in a new area, and the rocket drone in action, which I couldn't kill on my Rook before timer went out. Now, as a bit of preview of Season 2, I want to quickly remind you what is and isn't being reset in Season 2. I'm going to show you a chart I have in Sheets where I just color-coded everything from the TWAB. But on the left, in red, we have everything that's going to be reset with the new season. This includes your runner level, your ranked level, your faction level and upgrades, credits and your other currencies, not including Lux and Silk, which are permanent, all items in your inventory and vault, all schemas that you have, weapons, rewards, and returned items in your mailbox, priority contracts, except for it says the first of each faction. We're not entirely sure if that means the intro quest or the first quest line like Parasitism or Sekiguchi, but something's going to be auto-completed. And then the gear granting seasonal codex entries for your runner level and rank will be reset, so next season when you are leveling up and doing ranked, you're going to be getting those packages with more loot in them as well. Now, for the things that are not affected by the season reset, we have cosmetics and weapon skins unlocked and redeemed during Season 1. We have your codex challenges that are not related to getting gear, so anything that gives you a cosmetic will stay completed. That includes, your combat, your feature loot, your map, your runner, and your titles. You will also maintain your access to each faction that you previously had, which basically just means you don't have to do the liaison contracts again. No need to wait till level 12 for outposts to be available to unlock SecGen. You can just start leveling them up immediately at the start of the season. Again, with the initial priority contracts, we're not sure what that exactly means, but be on the lookout for something being auto-completed. We are keeping the Lux and Silk balances. The Lux is obviously your premium currency used for the store. No reason to wipe that. The Silk is for your battle passes, and the reason the battle pass Silk does not expire is because your battle passes are permanent. Do not forget, you're not going to lose access to the pass if you don't complete it now. You can still earn Silk next season and go back to Season 1 battle pass and buy things if you would like to. Which is why we have Reward Pass here as well. And then the Cryo Archive subroutines you're going to keep access to in the Codex, which is something I didn't know at first, unfortunately, or I would have been doing it more. All of the subroutines from 1 through 6, if you do make it out with any of them at any point, are going to be permanently unlocked, getting you closer and closer to the progress you need to unlock the compiler fight. And finally, Joe Ziegler did give us a letter recently about the future of Marathon. I do recommend reading the whole thing if you're interested, but I have a few spark notes for upcoming things. First off, they want to commit to the tense survival sci-fi environment, but make the game basically more accessible and dynamic, giving you more options to play and ways to, entertain yourself that doesn't involve being fully locked in at all times. Specifically, we know that in Season 2, we're getting duos, new matchmaking, as well as more vault space. We're getting Night Marsh, Sentinel, and we're getting a low PvP experiment earlier on in the season, and a PvE only mode later in the season that will be experimental as well. So we will be seeing, some more PvE focused experiences, and we'll have to see how that goes. In Season 3, they want to basically work on contracts and onboarding improvements, as well as some perimeter updates, and another shell. Then in Season 4, they say they want to look into the core loop, basically, and in Season 5, it's just more things. Now, it does seem like we are getting a shell every season. They don't mention it in the Season 4 thing, but it might just be so far ahead they don't want to say, because what if something goes wrong? But I'm assuming at the cadence that they have it for the first 3 seasons, we are probably getting a shell that season, but only time will tell. If you want to go bang out some levels or some faction rep before the end of the season, now is definitely the time. There seems to be a lot of stuff going on, and I'm going to be going in and experiencing some of that stuff later tonight and the rest of this week, as I haven't really had the time to see what's new yet. Let me know down below what you're looking forward to the most in Season 2, and I will see you all again very, very soon.